If you're running a freelance business, one of the biggest issues you're going to come across is how to take holiday as a freelancer. I've been freelancing for over 10 years and one of the biggest things I miss is paid holiday. So in this video, I'm going to share with you why it's important to take holiday, the planning and preparation, the financial considerations, how to make sure you disconnect, and how to return to work. I'm Laura Bean and this is Creative Little World. You've transitioned from full-time work or employment to freelancing, one of the biggest things you'll notice is that you no longer get paid for having time off. This can make it tricky to take, and sometimes it means that you won't take a good holiday. And honestly, as a freelancer, it is really important to take a break from your business. It helps to avoid burnout and it really improves your well-being. When you're running a freelance business, you're usually dedicating a lot of time to your clients, so they're all taking a little piece of you. The problem is, if you don't get time to recharge, you've got nothing left to give. Stepping away from your business gives you time to relax, unwind and recharge those batteries. It's going to help you come back feeling more energized, and it's going to help with your productivity and creativity when you return to work. The key thing is not to feel guilty about taking time off. If you were employed, you would be getting an allocated amount of annual leave a year. So as a freelancer, you are entitled to have that time as well. It's a necessary investment into the success of your business. So let's start with the planning and preparation. The key to taking time off as a freelancer is to be well prepared for it. So here are key things you can do before you take that holiday. Assess your schedule ahead of time. If your holiday is coming up in say 6 weeks time, look at what work you've got scheduled in before then. Will any of it overflow into the week or 2 weeks that you're away? What can you bring forward? Plan it in your calendar. Make sure you've marked in when you need to do perhaps a few extra hours to get ahead before you take that break. Also assess what could potentially wait to after your holiday. The aim here is to completely clear that calendar for the time that you're off. Make sure you communicate with clients and do this ahead of time. As a freelancer, it can be tempting to think you don't owe anyone an explanation on what you're doing, and I totally understand that. It's your business, this is your baby. You should have the flexibility to do what you want, but you do have a commitment to your clients and it helps them to plan if they know that you're going to be away. It also gives you permission to say when they ring you up on that final week before you go, you can actually tell them, as I've said, I've already got holiday next week, so we'll plan it in for when I get back. This helps them manage their time, it helps you manage yours. It sets expectations and it stops any misunderstanding for when they desperately need something and you're not there. So inform your clients when you've got that time booked off, and just keep reminding them gently each time you communicate up until that time, so they know and remember that you are going to be away. Finish existing projects that are overhanging before you go. This will really help you to relax because you're not going to be thinking, oh God, I've got to get back and do this. If you can get projects done and signed off before you go, you'll have a happy client and a more relaxed holiday. If you aren't going to have time to do everything, then just prioritize what needs to be done before. Don't make that run up to your holiday completely stressful. Work out what needs to be done before and what can wait till after, and get your time scheduled in. Okay, next we're going to think about the financial considerations for taking holiday from your freelance business. As a freelancer, you are unlikely to be paid while you're away, and this is one of the biggest issues for freelance businesses. But it doesn't mean that you should avoid taking holiday. That holiday is really important. So here are a few tips to help you plan your finances in advance. Budget in advance. So you know you're going to want to take a break throughout the year. What I like to do is set up an account that automatically takes £20 out of my account each week and puts it into another one. It can be any amount, obviously £20, you can put £100, whatever you can afford to put aside. Take that and put that into a separate account. Make it an amount that you don't really notice coming out each week, but it's enough that when you come to your holiday, you've got a bit of a cushion there. Even £20 a week adds up to over £1,000 in a year. So when you come to take that week off, you've got a little bit of a cushion to help you enjoy your time without having to worry about money in the bank. Save some money for emergency. So we've already discussed about budgeting for your holiday. That savings pot that you've got that's collecting a little bit of money each week or each month, can also be a fallback if something unexpected happens. Taking time off as a freelancer doesn't necessarily mean you're going on a lovely holiday somewhere, and unfortunately things do happen that means you have to take unexpected leave from work. So again, that little savings pot is going to be an essential emergency fund should you need it. Okay, so the holiday's up and coming. It's time to disconnect and enjoy your time off. Now, this can be really challenging for anyone running a business, is to let go of the reins and fully enjoy your holiday. If you're allowing work to creep in, it can sometimes be very difficult to relax and get that recharge that you need. So here are a few suggestions on how to make sure you properly disconnect while you're on your holiday. Set boundaries. Set clear, defined boundaries with your clients. Tell them you are not going to be contactable for that time period that you are away. Now, you may run a business that does rely on them being able to get in contact with you in an emergency, but make sure you're clear about what an emergency is. It could be that if their website crashes, you do need to jump on and do something. But if it's just that they want to talk about their next campaign, then that can really wait until you get back. Set your out of office on your emails and other messaging channels you may have. So if you do get an email, you know they're getting a response that explains that you are away and that you will be back in touch when you're back. Don't feel guilty by this. If you do check in on your emails, sometimes you want to make sure that you clear the workload before you get back, and I understand that. But just be confident in that out of office. That has let that person know that you will respond when you get back to them. You don't need to do anything right now. You don't have to reply. They've had your out of office. They understand you're away. Keep relaxing and don't be tempted to jump into work mode. Engage in some self-care. So while you're away, do activities that are different from your day-to-day. Do things that allow you to relax and recharge. Spend time with loved ones, do a hobby that you love or try new things. And remember, this is all for the good of your business, so when you do come back, you feel ready and rejuvenated. Okay, for most of us, holidays can't last forever. As much as that would be lovely, we do have to return to work. So here are a few things you can do when you do return to your business. Set realistic expectations. Prioritize what needs doing. Make a list and spread it out throughout the week. You don't have to do everything on the first day back. Communicate with your clients so they've known you're away. Remind them that you're back. Especially as a freelancer, good communication is key to your success. If you've got work coming up with them, you could tell them when you've scheduled to restart it, or perhaps schedule a call with them so you can catch up and get back into the flow of things. Lastly, it's actually really important to reflect on your time off. Think about the value of that time away, how you felt when you were outside of the business. What new ideas and inspiration did you come back with, and how can you begin to start implementing that? And if you just had a real nice switch off and you just need to get back into flow of things, that's okay. There's no guilt for completely stepping away. Hopefully by the time you get back, you are feeling recharged, reinvigorated, and ready to get back on. Use the positive energy, the lessons you've learned over that time, and incorporate those positive changes into moving your business forward. I hope that has helped you realise that you can plan and take an enjoyable holiday as a freelancer. Remember, it is really important to take that break, so don't put it off. Even if you're loving the work that you're doing and you love your job, it's still important to get a break and remind yourself that there is a life outside of work. Use the points mentioned in the video to help you plan, get your finances in check, unwind and relax, and come back even stronger. If you found this video helpful, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more help with your freelance business. If you've got any other tips or questions on this topic, please do drop them in the comments. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.